All right, lads. Welcome back to another trade recap. As you can tell by the title today, I lost 650 something bucks. Pretty unfortunate day today. But there's a lot that I can learn, and for anyone who lost as well today, there's a lot that you guys can learn from me. And yeah, this is pretty much just gonna be like a journal entry for me on what happens when the days are like slow like this. I should have backed away. I think I got pretty eager to trade, especially with not taking a trade since Tuesday last week, so I kind of forced something and I wasn't looking clearly. But I think if the market structure was good and the market was moving good, I would have taken this trade again. It's just I got to learn when and when not the conditions of the market are going to be proper to trade. So, yeah, let's get into the trade recap. So, getting into the recap for the day, on the 4-hour chart, what I noticed was we swept these highs, right? So, this is a sweep of the highs, and then we also are still respecting the 4-hour bearish fair value gap, right? Bodies are closing below consequent encroachment, swept these highs. So, my 4-hour bias was bearish. On the 1-hour time frame, so let's get rid of that 4-hour gap. On the 1-hour time frame, we have this 1-hour inversion, and we are just sticking with it, right? Body's closing below, and we're staying near consequent encroachment. London opens up, and then we move lower. So as we go lower into the time frame, you can see this kind of like an AMD type thing. So we accumulate in Asia, manipulate in London, and then distribute as well in London. And then I wanted to see a continuation from London in the New York session. So going into the 15-minute chart, you can see a little bit more clear. So we accumulate here, we have this range, then we manipulate higher, and then London we just drop it. So I wanted continuation. There's this 15-minute gap that I was looking at today as my that was my bigger draw on price. I wanted to see how we would react to this 15-minute gap, and if we were to hold it, then I would want to see lower prices, right? We have these 930 lows from yesterday. So we also have Asia lows from yesterday as well that hasn't been hit. So that's kind of my play. We also had the 830 data lows that I was really looking to hit. But as you can see, when we go into the open, we just go, right? We just wick down, take out data lows on the 1-minute time frame, take out the data lows, and after that we really don't do anything, right? We have this 1-minute gap, which if you took this inversion, you got like taken out instantly. Like normally I should have known that when price, this is a first presented gap, normally when price goes and like disrespects it, respects it, it just goes up and down through it, it's going to be a choppy day. So that's the first thing I should have known. So when the first presented gap is getting played like this, it's going to be a shitty day. Right, so we took out the data lows right at market open. So, but I was still short. There was so much lower. But what I did want to see was we have these relative equal highs right next to the 15-minute gap. I wanted to see get taken out, right? So if this got taken out and then we had an inversion lower, I would have taken it, right? But that's what happened. But I didn't see, and it didn't it wasn't clear to me that the day wasn't clear. Like we were moving shitty, we were just disrespecting the gap, and normally when that happens, it's just a really shitty type of day. Also, my trading view glitched. Like I should have recorded, but I noticed after the trade, this 955 candle printed, this 956 candle printed as the 957 candle. So there was only one candle here, and it was this one. So I had a big gap, right? I had a gap like this because I didn't see this candle. It's not an excuse. Like it's fine. It's whatever. So We respect consequent encroachment of this gap after taking out the pre-market sell or buy side, and then I wanted to target the 930 low, and then we also have the 930 low from the other day. That was my trade, right? So I tried to get in right as this closed. It would have been like this with my stops at the high, break even right here, and then my target would be like right here. That would be like a decent trade, right? So what happens? We hit my break even. Now, I got filled. Literally, I swear to God, I got filled right here. I hit sell right when the candle closed, and it filled me right here. So my fill was horrible. I couldn't break even because my fill was below the break even. So that's just unfortunate. There's nothing that you can do about it. The reason that this was my break even point was because this was a low inside of a 5-minute gap, right? So I wanted to see speed through it, and if we came back, then I'm wrong, which ended up happening, right? So boom, took me out. It was a big loss too because my fill was horrible. Then we had a resweep of the highs, and then now we're just chopping. So pretty unfortunate. I like the structure that we had. I would have taken this again, I think. The only thing that I would have wanted different was maybe this 956 candle printed properly. If it did, then this 1-minute gap is pretty small. But I think I still would have taken it, right? We had a lot of volatility, bodies respecting consequent encroachment with a sweep of the high. My higher time frame is bearish. It's just, firstly, where I went wrong was the day was bad. Like, it's a choppy day. You can see by the first presented how we respect it, right? We're just going up and down. We already took out data lows with a big wick lower. You can say that this is a rejection block. So just those little things, right? Like, the trade idea was good. Like, you can say this is a pattern trade, and I completely understand. Like, the market structure was really bad, and I failed to see that. So in the future, going forward, I'm gonna be really paying attention to the market structure. I'm gonna get a hand on my emotions, especially if I haven't taken anything. Like, I took one trade on this Lucid account, and that was last Tuesday, and I haven't taken a trade since. So I was kind of getting like, kind of wanted to take a trade, and I saw this. I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm just gonna take it, right? Unfortunate of my fill, but those are some things that I could get better. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. A lot of people did end up getting chopped up today with the first like 15 minutes. The macro was pretty clean. We took out the highs, but other than that, pretty shitty day. But yeah, I'm not upset about it. I learned a lot, and I'm just gonna journal and continue to get better in the future, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the trade recap. Yeah. So everyone have a safe rest of your day. If you traded today, don't be tilted. Like, it's a part of the lesson, right? So it's a grind. So yeah. Anyway, lads, have a good one.